Hey everyone, what is going on? Colin C here, back from the Crypto Boys. I want to get into something very important to me. My favorite coin, you guys know, the dog, the one and only ADA. So stick around, guys. I think you are going to enjoy this video. Cardano, something that I think needs to be said to everybody and they need to understand. Cardano is not like your normal coins. It is not like your normal tokens. It does not act like your normal cryptocurrencies. And what I mean by that is not that necessarily it follows or doesn't follow Bitcoin, or it doesn't ebb and flow with the market, or that whales can't manipulate it. I don't even mean that. I mean Cardano is built in a different way than most altcoins and almost every altcoin. It is built to where you need to see its use case and its possibilities for the future. If you can't see that just starting this video, then Cardano's probably not the project for you, because I'm sure a lot of you out there right now probably bought Cardano over $2, right? Am I right? Yeah, you probably did. That is completely fine. It's not going to ruin you. Yes, has it been a not great performing coin for the last however long? Since it hit its $3 mark and came back down? Yeah, it hasn't been great, but that is Cardano. If you would just zoom out and understand where this coin can go and where it's going to go, you would be very happy. And this little 3 or 4 month dip isn't the end of the world. And no, I'm not saying buy the dip. I'm over that. Okay, no, I don't think you should buy the dip. I think you should hold it. If you have money, go ahead and throw some in if you wanted to. Not financial advice, but hold it and just see what happens, because if you do, good things are going to happen. Now, I do want to just get into this video. I want to get into a couple things I think Cardano's doing that I think is helping push up the price today, and we'll go over price action and all that stuff later in the video. But I do think that a couple things got overlooked, okay? So a couple things here real fast, let me bring it up, is we've got the Cardano DeFi projects. I think Charles Hoskinson has done an amazing job at keeping this low radar and keeping this kind of slow snail pace, but he's always moving forward. And that's one thing that has always kind of upset me, is people kind of, shaming or kind of talking bad about Cardano when it is literally the only crypto that, altcoin anyways, that's built to kind of slowly ramp up. And then when it hits and it goes parabolic, which it does, and it probably will again, then you're going to be seeing why Charles and his team has built it the way he has. Now, obviously, tons of DeFi projects and things coming on. Cardano is going to be one of those projects that you could sit, hold it, forget about it, and never reopen it. And in 8 years and 4 years and however much time, you're going to be very happy with your investment and your choices, okay? That is, in Cardano to me, I mean, look at all of these. You've got tons of dApps and other things going to be being built on Cardano very, very soon. And they've got, 20 to 30 projects going up in the first quarter of 2022. I mean, that's pretty significant. That is pretty significant right there, okay? In addition, think about when you start being able to swap ADA tokens for other tokens, and then you've got yield farming and earning all those interest on your ADA tokens. So again, this coin, I want you to almost look at it, and the way I look at it, what I'm doing again, is I look at it more as almost like my Bitcoin. It would be, this kind of is my Bitcoin. As you guys know, I don't own that much Bitcoin. I kind of got in a little bit too late, so I only own a couple $1,000s worth of Bitcoin, which I wish I would have bought it earlier, but I didn't. Cardano is kind of the Bitcoin for me. I kind of don't even look at my Cardano. Obviously, when it's going up, I enjoy looking at it, but I know what I bought, and I know when I bought it, and I know what price targets I have, which I'm going to go over also later, what I'm going to be doing with my Cardano when I think it's going to hit certain price targets. Here's one of the best ways I can describe Cardano to you guys, and it makes me so angry because people don't look at it in a macro sense. They look at it in this micro sense, and they're always, crying about it online and in comment sections. I'm reading stuff, whatever. I don't even care. But Cardano is like if you were running the mile. That's what I know best is fitness, so I'm going to relate it to something fitness. It would be like if you're running a mile for time and you go out there and you sprint the first 400 meters. How do you think the last 1,200 meters is going to go for you? Pretty darn bad. You're going to look great because you're going to be way ahead of every single other person, and you're going to be way past your PR pace just sprinting the first 400. But then you're probably going to die off, and then you're going to end up having to walk, and it's going to go very bad. Cardano is pacing the mile perfectly. They're coming around the third turn, getting into that fourth lap with more speed left in the tank. They're probably going to make their fourth lap faster than their first lap, or very close to. That is why I think Cardano is setting itself up for such a big move coming in quarter one, maybe even quarter two of 2022. Yes, I think the altcoin season can run that long. Absolutely. I do want to look at the chart just very quickly. I'm not a chart expert by any means. We are learning. I'm actually taking a class on it right now. But a couple things that I did like to look at here is I'm just on KuCoin here. The chart, what I like to see is going to be, obviously today it hit what, $1.57, $1.56. It's going to be that $1.60 range. You guys all know that there's a big resistance at $1.60. That's no surprise. It's nothing huge. If it can bust through this $1.60 range here, and if we zoom out just a little bit and we can get back to the $2-ish range and get a pretty significant move up to the $2 range, that is when you're going to probably start seeing the all-time highs. And now, obviously, that seems extremely obvious, but how do we get there? How do we make this move right here to the upside? You're probably going to see another dip from here. I wouldn't be surprised if we fall back down into the 140s before you see something to jump back up. That's just my opinion there. And if we get into coin market cap here just a little bit, why I like to see coin market cap is because you have the whole chart in front of you. And there are some price levels that I do want to go over and I do want to show for this video that I think are very important. Most people in Cardano especially are done buying the dips. I'm not stupid enough or naive enough to tell you guys to keep buying the dip. I'm not going to do it. I mean, I'll look you in the eye right now. I'm not going to tell you to buy the dip, all right? If you want to and you want to throw some extra money out there, great. My Cardano bag is as full as it's going to get. I've already accumulated all the Cardano I wanted to get to. I think I got 28,500 ADA tokens, and I'm not planning on getting any more, okay? And I'm actually not planning on investing much more, but to keep buying the dip and buying the dip, it just gets too redundant, and I'm not going to tell you guys to do that. So here's what I am going to tell you to do is that there's still leveraged longs out there. There's still a lot of the bears waiting for that to happen and drive that price down. So remember, you could see another price action down once, maybe even twice more before we really start getting to all-time highs. Now let's get into this chart, this coin market cap chart real quick. Obviously, the chart isn't beautiful. So today we reached at about 156, 157 as our height. And you guys can see here when we reached 230 back on May 15th, and then we saw a significant pullback all the way through August, right? We didn't even come back up to even our all-time high until mid-August. So you're looking at a good solid 4-month dip in between that May to August and before our next run up, which hit just at about $3. And now you're seeing about another 4-month dip. And I think that this is going to be probably that uptrend that gets us going and gets us on to the next level of Cardano. And why I say that is Cardano doesn't typically act the same price action as the rest of the market. You'll notice if you go back and do kind of all your research through there, Cardano will spike when Bitcoin's going down sometimes. If the other coins are, kind of flatlined, it'll go up. If the other coins are going up super far, Matic, all these crazy coins that are killing it lately, it might be going down, but Cardano in the end is going to be the winner. You have got to be able to zoom out. If you can't do that with Cardano, why are you in it? You are wasting your time. Put yourself in something a little bit more risky, a little bit more getting talked about on Twitter or whatever it may be, because Cardano is not always going to be that flashy, beautiful coin. It's going to be the one that's kind of got some dirt on it that you can trust. It's going to be that pair of work boots that you wear every single day. It's not going to be your shiny ones up in the closet. So Cardano's a workhorse, and that's the way I think of my Cardano and my ADA tokens and the way Charles is setting up for the future. It could go down to whatever, and I'm not selling it. Eventually, there will be a time where I accumulate more. And obviously, I'm going to sell at this bull market at some point in time to then obviously put more in. But I want you to start changing your mindset with the way you approach Cardano, especially if you bought above $2. Yeah, it sucks. Guess what? That happens. It's crypto. That's the way things go sometimes. One thing you're going to notice that I didn't do in this video is I didn't go too in depth in anything. I didn't go too crazy on anything. I didn't want you to bring you a bunch more catalysts because they're out there all the time. This coin, this project has so many of those to drive the price up. Sometimes they don't even drive the price up anymore. It doesn't do anything. Eventually, at some point in time in this bull run, it will happen. And it will go up. And again, this is not financial advice. This is what I'm doing. This is the way I think about Cardano, and I believe that it will be, as it's been throughout this entire year, one of the best performing cryptos as we go forward. Yes, is it much harder and there's a law of diminishing returns eventually going to get Cardano? Of course it is. You can't just keep making a market cap go up forever. That's pretty obvious. But Cardano's room to run is still huge. I am telling you right now, I am not selling a single ADA token until at least $4. At $4 is probably when I'm going to take my initial investment out, and then I'm going to have a more stair-step program of when I'm going to sell more. All right, guys, so I just wanted to get on here just really quick and give you guys an honest update of what I'm doing with my Cardano, where I think it's going, where I think it's been, and to say, hey, chill out. I think it's one of the best performing projects of the year. I think it's going to continue to be one of the best performing projects of the year, and it's something that I truly believe in. It's something that I have put a lot of my money in. Like 70% of my portfolio is Cardano, which is probably too much, but in my case, it's something that I truly believed in, and I'm only investing in things I believe in. Otherwise, I don't want to invest in it. Even if I can make a bunch of money, it just doesn't. It's not a smart play for me. I'd end up selling low, and I'd probably end up buying high. So again, guys, I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you guys have anything to add to it, if you guys are ADA holders and you enjoy the coin and you enjoy the project and you enjoy the team behind it, go ahead and throw a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think or where it's going, your price prediction, how do you plan on selling, when do you plan on selling? I'd love to get more information on that. As always, guys, I really do appreciate you guys being with the fittest crypto channel on YouTube. I will catch you in the next one.